What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another Red Star Orb opening video for you all. As you can see, Cloak has finally arrived in the Marvel Strike universe, and he, being part of the new Warriors team here, is going to be very interesting to see what their new meta will bring. As you can see, part of Cloak's new strengths is going to be the fact that he brings on a lot of focus and resistance. He's going to be able to apply a lot of negative conditions with his abilities. As you can see with his highlight, every ability actually imposes a negative effect on the enemy. On top of that, the synergy with Dagger is going to be able to, utilize that synergy in terms of stealing health from the enemy, and as well as dealing additional damage on those assisted attacks. That being said, you guys, we always want to take advantage of these new character releases because of the increased drop rate of 15% for these Red Star Orbs. So you bet for sure we're going to take advantage of that today, and we're also going to dive into the character review overall, T4 recommendations. So that being said, my go-to is always to spend about 5 to 10, really aiming for a 2 or 3 red. And then really go from there at that point, kind of play it by ear in terms of what the chances are. So if you guys haven't already, just make sure you're always hitting the little eye here for information. And I like to go hit the promotion here and go to the very bottom, being the two red star being the most common, right? And as you can see here, you should be able to see Cloak with the increased 15%, and that is the case here. So with that being said, we are good to go. So let's get started. No, unfortunately, I didn't have much luck before, but wow, look at this with the two red right there already from the get-go. So we'll open a couple more, but already kind of hit our target, to be honest. So that's really nice to see. So we'll just open a couple more here. It would be nice if we can get the 3, but ideally, it's very easy to upgrade from 2 to 3 just due to the fact that it's pretty cheap. Nice, we did unfortunately got a purple there, but it was a duplicate, which helps us with our credits overall, especially when you want to build that arsenal up for the bigger character releases. So that's 5 right there. We'll open 5 more just for the sake of entertainment purposes, and feels like we have a little bit of good luck rolling around today, especially now that we've already got the 2 red. But I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully you guys have good luck as well in terms of being able to get at least something out of this. Sometimes it's just the luck falls in your favor and it doesn't. Got another 2 red there. And then another one here being green. Didn't work in our favor, but you know what? That's okay. I got what I wanted. I may open more throughout the week, which I always do with other characters, but at least for your guys' reference, we were able to open a 2. Hopefully the odds fall in your favor as well. And that being said, let's dive right in now to Cloak's review overall of his kit, as well as the T4 recommendation. So, Into Darkness is his basic ability here. And as you can see, he's going to apply an assist now attack to Dagger if Dagger is available. As well, he's also going to be able to actually apply offense down with his primary target. Nothing crazy about this ability. If you were to level this up, it just increases the overall damage. So, really, it just applies offense down and gets an assist now being granted to Dagger. So, nothing too crazy. Personally, I wouldn't T4 it just to save those materials, because you can see here most of the time you're probably not going to be using the basic anyways if you want to take advantage of Cloak's abilities. So I wouldn't recommend it just yet. Let's take a look at his special now, Umbral Embrace. So Umbral Embrace, essentially he attacks the primary target for 100% damage, also applies a slow and a defense down, and on top of that he's also going to gain assist at a 50% extra damage from one Dagger ally. So in this case it would have to just be Dagger on his end. As you can see, leveling this ability, he's also going to actually apply an offense down on top of the defense down slow. And then as well with the level 6, he actually cleanses all the positive effects from the primary target. So that's really nice to know already. If you were to T4 this, you give a really significant increase to the damage overall with 100% boost. As well, now the slow defense down and offense down lasting another turn, being 2 turns in total. So this is definitely an ability I would recommend in T4ing, because it really does shut down the enemy for that one primary target. And on top of that, just gaining the additional increase in damage is very notable and sizable. So I would recommend if you guys are looking to T4 this and use them as part of the new raiding meta. Next, his ultimate Shadow Assault, attacking all enemies for 80% damage, as well as applying 1 random negative effect from this list. So essentially everything with the exception of ability block and as well as the stun. But you can see he also applies a vulnerability with his ability. So this is a little different, because most of the time you would actually use an ISO 8 to apply that, but for this ability overall, this is unique in the sense that he can actually apply that without the ISO 8. As well, if Dagger is the ally, he also does increase in additional damage for piercing, as well as applying an offense down up to a maximum of 5 enemies in total. So this is a very strong ability as well, just doing a lot of damage, inflicting negative conditions, and always guaranteeing an offense down if Dagger is the ally. So increasing this ability overall, you would increase the random negative effects from 1 to 2. and the damage overall, piercing wise, does increase as well. Level 6 is the notable one because you actually get 3 negative conditions across all the enemies. So, you know, a good example of this would be Scientist Supreme when she activates her ultimate. It inflicts a lot of negative conditions, really kind of, you know, pivoting the battle situation to your advantage. By T4ing this, the extra increase in 50% damage, as well as Dagger gaining an additional 60% to all enemies if she is an ally. So this is definitely an ability I would recommend in T4 because this ultimate is going to deal a lot of damage already with the negatives, but as well, the piercing damage is going to bypass the armor and being able to do some really, really heavy damage, especially if you level up and have a high red star in Cloak. So definitely I would recommend T4ing this. This is a strong ability. It sounds like it's going to be the main offensive capability for Cloak as well, so would recommend it. And last but not least, the passives, Dark Force Conduit. At the end of this character's turn, he's got a 50% chance to actually steal health from the most injured enemy, and actually all the adjacent enemies are redistributed to himself. So I mean, if Dagger's the ally, he always steals, so there's no chance. Obviously, to maximize value, you really want Cloak and Dagger together on the same team, being that New Warriors meta. On top of that, he gains focus. Mystic Heroes also gain focus, and as well as a 20% dodge chance. And this is going to be notable just for raids. He actually has offense up, and he gains as well 10% additional damage, dodge chance. On top of that, that increases the offense up. So he's always going to have that, which is really notable. Leveling this ability, the enemy's always going to gain offense down as well, and their speed bar gets reduced. So 100% you want to utilize him as a raid character if you can. As well, the damage will increase, especially in raids. You can see here the 15% for not only himself, but as well as the New Warrior allies, and as well another additional 10% dodge chance T4ing this. So I would recommend T4ing this because this is really strong regardless if you're in raid or not, and you can see that it increases the focus for all the Mystic Hero allies. So it benefits not only himself, his team, as well as the New Warriors meta. So this is a strong ability overall. Really a great kit overall, especially to synergize with Cloak and Dagger, to being together on the same team, and then having Death Pool as well to give them energy. So I mean, this is looking like a very, very strong new meta team for the raids. Only one I wouldn't recommend is the basic, but overall everything else is definitely worth noting and boosting up if you have the materials for it. So there you guys have it. Looking really good. I actually really like the model. He looks really badass in my opinion, but you guys can definitely try it out. Let me know what your thoughts are, but good luck in your guys' Red Star Orbs as well. Hope you enjoy this video as always, and as always, you guys, I'll see you in the next one.